Welcome back to this video tutorial. We can discuss about the break statement and C programming in this video. We have already seen this break statement in our switch case program example, where it is used actually for skipping from the switch body after executing a particular case body. Similarly, this break statement is also used along with our looping statements. Okay, here in this loop statement, this break statement is actually used for skipping from the loop execution or transferring control from the loop body without waiting for the loop condition to become false. Okay, the break statement inside the loop actually used for transferring control from the loop body to the outside of the loop body without waiting for the loop condition to become false. Okay, so this is some example. This is the case of while loop along with break statement. If this test expression or if this while condition become true, then the control transfer inside this while body. Here it is an if condition. If this condition become true, then we want to execute the body of this if. Here inside this if body, we can see here it is the break statement. If this condition become true, then it transfer control inside this if body and we need to execute this break statement here. While executing this break statement, immediately transfer control from this loop to the outside of this loop. This is the usage of break statement inside loop. We can skip the loop. While executing break statement, we can skip the loop body without waiting for this text expression to become false. Similarly, this is a case of do while loop. This is the body of our loop. Here we have this if condition again. Okay, so first start the execution of this loop body, and if this condition become true, if condition become true, then we can transfer control inside this if body, and while executing this break statement, what will happen? It transfer control directly to the outside of this do while without go for the test expression evaluation. Directly transfer control from this loop body. That means we can transfer control from the loop body to the outside of loop body without waiting for this text expression become false. Similarly, inside this for loop, if this condition become true, then we can go for the execution of our for loop body. Here it is the if statement. If this condition become true, then transfer control inside this if body. Here it is the break statement. While executing this break, what will happen? Transfer control outside of this for loop without waiting for this particular condition to become false. It directly or immediately transfer control to the outside of the for loop. Okay, now we can consider some program examples. Okay, this is the previous program example. We have already discussed this program of the switch case. Here we have used this break statements. Okay, if this switch expression match with any one of this case label, suppose this expression match with this particular case label, in that case it execute this particular case body. And finally, while calling this break statement, what will happen? It transfer control to the outside of the switch. Okay, without go for further choice evaluation and all. After executing this particular case body, it directly transfer control to the outside while executing this break statement. Okay, now we can consider one program that indicate the usage of break statement inside loop. Okay, so this is one program. Here we have this for loop and I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. And this is the command for entering number from the keyboard. And this is for adding 5 numbers that are entered from the keyboard one after another. Okay, if the entered number is less than or equal to 0, then we can stop the summation and we can directly skip from this loop body and just display the sum accumulated up to that time. Okay, if this entered numbers are all greater than 0, then we need to add the numbers, first 5 numbers, then display the sum value. Okay, so here it is the break statement. This is used for skipping from the for loop. Whenever we entered a number which is less than or equal to 0, in that case we need to stop the summation and we need to transfer control outside of this for loop and simply display the sum of values or the accumulated sum value up to that point. Okay, so now we can execute this. Okay, so first display this, enter this number. So this is the first iteration, enter the number. I'm going to enter the value 1. Okay, so this 1 get added with here. This 1 is less than or equal to 0. This condition is actually false, so it does not transfer control inside this if body, directly transfer control to the outside of this if, because this condition is not true now. So it performed the addition. Now the sum become 1. Now I am going to enter 2, because we can iterate this particular loop 5 times from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, total 5 times. Okay, now I enter the number 2. Okay, this 2 is also greater than 0. That means this if condition is not true again. So this skip this if body and perform this addition. Now the sum become 3. Okay, so again increment I by 1, I become 2. 2 is less than 5, so again we need to enter the number. Now I am going to enter a negative number. What will happen? This condition become true now. That means minus 1 less than or equal to 0 is true. So we need to transfer control inside this. Here we have this break statement. What will happen? It will transfer control to the outside of the loop. That means transfer control outside of the loop means here. Now the control is here. So it display the sum value like 3. Okay. So check this. Correct. The sum become 3 now. That means here we didn't in this program, while entering a -1 value, we don't want to wait for this condition to become false. It simply transfer control from this for loop and display the remaining or execute the remaining statement. Here it is the print statement, so it print the sum value. Okay, once more we can execute. Now I am going to enter 2 first. Okay, 2 is greater than 0, so it skipped the if body, so it does not execute the break statement. So it calculate the sum and increment this I value. Okay, and I am going to enter now the next number 3. Okay, again it get added and again going to enter 5. Okay, in next time I am going to enter the value 0. So in this case the condition of this if become true, so it execute this break statement. So directly transfer from this to the outside of this for loop. That means control now available here, so execute this print statement. Correct? So the sum is thus. Okay, so this is the usage of break statement in case of loop. We can simply skip from the loop body without waiting for the loop condition to become false. Okay, thank you.